And we're back. I'm gonna have to get some food going. I haven't done that in a couple weeks. Alright, just getting situated here. Okay. So it is going into the 34th day. I think we're gonna work on the basement. See what this is doing. I love having the cement up and running. Never done that before. Getting this built out, it's gonna be interesting to say the least. Because I don't think you can put a ladder inside this just this single hole. You got to finish it, or at least put a block on one side. Maybe I'll just do that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of anal about this stuff. I like to have it all finished out. $95 blocks. Love it. I guess we'll work our way up. Well, I guess that's the only way to work. I mean, before I put the walls in, yeah. So we can just kind of do all that at once and get some more stone rolling upstairs. Pickaxe is starting to wear down a little bit. I'm gonna have to deal with that soon too. I kind of want to when we get to, you know what, I'm gonna go around this. When we get to more of a state of completion with everything else we got to do, I want to max out my tools and use the workbench to try to get some 600 quality tools. Oof, don't go crazy here, dude. Alright, let's keep it. Be nice to do that before we really get into the mine, but we'll have to see. Excuse me. Okay, kind of get settled in. All right. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now I've got to do the ceiling. Trying to think. Guess we'll just see if we can do it without having to stand on anything. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think it's a lead vein right there, because we were getting lead in that spot before. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to start, I think, in this corner. Hey Jay, good morning. Very cool. I've never played Overwatch. How is that? I almost picked it up during one of the sales. I want to say it was maybe the summer sale, but I want to say it was back during like the winter sale. And there were just some other things I wanted to get, so I just didn't get it. Kind of thought about checking out Battleborn too. I know that's very similar. I'm a big Gearbox fan. I love the Borderlands games. So I think they're like competitors, right? As for that type of game. Buddha stopped by for a minute last night. She said hello and then like she kind of disappeared. I guess she took off, but it's glad she came by. She seems pretty cool. Excellent, excellent. It's coming together nicely. I'm going to pause this for a second. I need to visit the little survivor's room. I will be right back. I'm back. Yeah, it's one of your favorites. I might have to check it out. I've got a backlog of freaking games. And the new Assassin's Creed is out in 6 short weeks. Six weeks from yesterday, and I'm really excited about it. I've kind of intentionally not been reading any of the marketing or the hype. I kind of want to go into it cold. Maybe I'll cast it. Maybe I'll cast playing that. I don't know. I have to decide. I was going to for Syndicate, and then I kind of just got wrapped up in it and didn't cast. I was a little skittish about casting for some reason at the time. I was gonna try to get a real stream going, and I just got kind of caught up in all the little stupid stuff you have to do a stream. So I don't know. I cast some of it. I did like a couple missions for some friends, so they could check out the game. But there's that. I also picked up a while back Sniper Ghost Warrior, and I've never played any of those, but it's the kind of game that I tend to get into. Stealth games. The videos I saw of it looked pretty cool, so I might when I finish this playthrough, I'm kind of thinking I might play that. I don't know. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for a month that I might mix something else up with this game, and all I do is play 7 days because I freaking love 7 days. But it's a little grindy, and I don't want to get burned out on it. Okay. So, I'm trying to think how to proceed with this. We've got our main room. Should I go ahead and lay the walls and the floor for in here? I think that's probably a pretty good idea. Go ahead and get that done. Did I bring? No, I didn't bring all the cobblestone stuff with me. I'm going to have to go get that. I mean, I guess I could... What's my stone situation? Yeah, we've almost got 2 stacks of stone. I could keep building, or keep digging, and then just build it all at once, and or at least get the next floor done. Decisions. Well, you know what I think I'm gonna do. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Room looks good. I think I'm gonna put the forges in the around this center area, and then I'll have a bunch of campfires down here so I can crank out food. Which reminds me, I need to do some farming soon. Maybe I'll do that. No, I don't know if I need to do that today. I kind of want to keep the cement going. Well, I need to do it soon. If not today, then Horde Day or the day after Horde Night. Hmm. Yeah, I think I will go ahead and at least get the walls built out. Let's see. I'm eventually gonna run out of. I'm gonna have to start to remember to load up on frames. Wind up getting stuck down here, or having a. I can't pull frames. It's all those are for structural integrity. Why am I not jumping? There we go. Well, basically, while I'm down there, as long as I've always got 100 frames on me, I'm fine. Because we know it's 95 up to the to the to the main base. thought I had one. What you call it? Cobblestone frame in here somewhere. Thought I did. Guess not. What time is it? It's almost 3. Yeah, I kind of need to go run over to the farmhouse for a minute, but we'll do this until we get to a good point of completion in the morning. I think I need to be over there by about 9 a.m. I think is when the forge was gonna run until. And I probably ought to get some more food rolling while I'm over there. I don't want to run all that at the same time. We'll probably get a screamer, but I can handle a screamer. As long as it's not like 4 screamers. Just don't want to deal with it. Horde night coming up tomorrow. It's just, you know, always that stuff we gotta do. Okay. First, I'm gonna need a bunch of frames. So this thing's 11 by 11. So 11. We're gonna need about, I think about, I'll just do 100 just to. Sounds about right for what we need right now. We're gonna need a bunch of cobblestone. Which I have more upstairs if I need it, but I wanna, wait, you know what? I should have grabbed that because we don't really have to repair with cobblestone anymore. But, oh well. Gotta be real careful doing this, because take out too many frames in the wrong place at once, you can wind up. Basically, my whole base is sitting on these wood frames right now. Good. All right. In fact, I think I'm gonna do is put the wood frames back down. Four a.m. Okay. It's going pretty well, man. I got the whole main floor, the outside of the base, where we actually do the fights. I got all of that concreted. I'll show it to you when I go up. I'm just gonna do this one, like the floor down here, and then go deal with some stuff outside, and I'll show you when I go up there. It looks really good though. I guess I missed that. Huh. Hey Angie Pops, how you doing? Did I miss a whole wall? No. You will notice you have a sword by your name. I modded you the other day. I hope you don't mind. You and Jay Maskist are my two of my first regulars. There's one other guy. So I thought you'd make a good mod when you're around. If you're up for it. I don't. There's not a whole lot of there's not a there's not a whole lot of modding necessary. We don't get that much traffic, but in the past, before I did this playthrough, I have had some bots show up and stuff. So you never know. Okay, well that's just weird. Did I miss? This is really bizarre. Oh, you know what? I just did the corners in one place, and I must have missed. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah, you're probably asking the wrong person. I think you got to be on PC to do anything. So, but I don't. Knock on wood, we haven't had any problems with anything. So, well, play around with it. It's there are a few little options on there. I had a friend of mine is a mod, and we had a bot come in once, and she just banned him. I think you got to click on the names in chat. So if you're not finding anything, that's probably why, because there's nobody, in chat. Wait. Totally getting ahead of myself. There we go. I gotta be real careful with this because my whole base sits on this. Oh, that's cool, Jay. Well, you can be all cool with your sword in the channel. When I'm like co-size, you guys will be the cool kids. Yeah, you've had a whole class before. Well, it's funny when I dug down here, like I'd get hung on stuff, and like the view would kind of shake a little bit, and I kept thinking, okay, that's my base coming down. So how are you doing, Angie Pops? You having a good weekend so far? Do they ever let you out? You're always working. That's no good. Oh wow, yeah, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. It's all on you, huh? But that's great though. I got you. I got you. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope everything works out with your mom. My mother is a colon cancer survivor, actually, and she has been cancer free for about 5 years. So, knock on wood. I mean, I guess you're never like totally in the clear, but she's done well. So, it just was very trying there for a while, to say the least, of course, as I'm sure you can relate. So all the best to you and your mom. Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, we got the floor started. Boy, I'm getting some lag. We got the floor started. Collected some more stone, ish. Well, it's all in the forge right now. So I'm gonna run back up because I remember making a mental note yesterday in the morning that I was cooking iron over in the farmhouse, and I left enough fuel for it to go for a game day. So, and it should be coming up soon. So I want to go check that because we were badly low on iron, and get this iron that I've got here in the. Speaking of not being able to do moderating with on handheld and stuff, I really wish they would give us more options on the apps. I'm using the console app to cast, and I've got a tablet up on the next to me with the stream up so I can watch chat. But neither of the apps will give you a listing of who's in your stream or anything like that. And I would use my cell phone to do it, but it doesn't do it either. So at least that I've been able to tell. And I don't think we've seen any real feature updates on the apps in quite a while, probably a couple years. And it would be nice. The Xbox app could use some little performance boost as well. Good, so it's coming along. So we're in concrete now. I don't know if I don't think you've been in the stream since I got the upgrades upgrades done. But I'll show you guys where I got to in a second. Let me. Make sure I'm not forgetting my head. Let's see. food. Yeah. But hmm, that's strange. Did I miss someplace? Oh, it's the interior. I'm gonna have to do that. But we got all of this upgraded to reinforced concrete. The whole roof, all of the columns. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah, thanks. I'm pretty excited about it. Hey, Angie, I've got a question for you. Since I think you're a little more experienced with this than me. If I were to put boxes out here all around this center, the center support area, for the ladder, to stick loot in, because I was able to get bunch more loot on the last horde. Um, what did something come through here? What am I looking at that needs repair? Do I run the risk of a cop taking that out with? Yeah, I'm gonna do steel next. It's just we're just way low on iron. I'm working on that. I started a mine, um, but I decided to hold off on it because we've got a horde coming tomorrow. But yeah, if I were to put boxes out here to stash loot during horde night, should I be worried about a cop? Okay, 2 blocks up, like up here. That's where I would put them anyway. I wouldn't want them to clip me, from being able to back off the columns from down here. But if I put them up here, I would be okay. You think? At the top, can you reach up there? Like, can you? If I were to put a box four blocks up, can I reach that? Not sure I've ever tried actually. Okay, well I'll do that then. Thank you. So it's coming together. Still got a bunch to do. I accidentally upgraded a couple spikes to steel because I had steel on me, and I want to upgrade all of them to steel now. Not because of that, but just in general. I don't think you were here for the last horde. Oh, I bet. I bet. Um, yeah, not a terrible idea. Oh, thank you, thank you. It is coming together. I got the. That's right. I don't think you've been here since I got ready for the previous horde. Um, you know how we got that problem with that block going out under the column, and then they all piled on that and everything. Well, I was able to get my trap pits out, or my barbed wire beds, whatever you want to call it. I upgraded all of the spikes around the base the columns of the what you call it, the pillars, to reinforced iron, whatever the highest you can go with iron without getting into steel. I've got 2 rows here each of in these beds. Basically, it's 2 deep in barbed wire, and then I've got 2 of reinforced wood spikes all the way around. And it seemed to do the trick. It was like night and day. The next horde was like night and day easier compared to the first one, and that's what I suspected would happen. By slowing them all down and staggering them out a little bit, I was able to deal with them a lot better. And like I sniped for a bit at first, and then that went okay, and then I went down and just meleeed for the rest of the night, and I got some kills. They were staggered out enough where I was able to loot. And I started filling up in the middle of the fight, and that's why I was wondering about, sticking the boxes down there, because, I'd like to be able to loot. It's not my highest priority. I just want to survive Horde Night, really. There are, a million other places you can go kill zombies if you want to, but I don't know. It's nice to not have it go to waste. Are my mushrooms in? Almost. Almost. I'll wait on those. Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. Finally getting some iron together. I don't think that much is necessary. Let's see. Do that for now. And I guess, let's see, today's the 34th, or the 34, day 34. Hordes tomorrow. I don't know that I want to wait all day for iron, so I guess I could go ahead and, then that begs the question, how much iron do we actually need? I mean, I'm thinking we're way low on iron, but should I use this iron for steel and go ahead and start upgrading to steel? Or, you know what, I'm gonna... Nah, I'm not exactly there yet. Because if you upgrade to steel, you're gonna have to repair with steel. Yeah, exactly. You need loads and loads. So I think I'm just gonna dump. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this, so I've got what I need to. 89 minutes. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking the same thing. Plus, you know, as I said, once you upgrade to steel, you're gonna have to repair with steel. So it's not just a matter of just getting it built. You know, you're gonna have to have extra to keep it maintained too. I really need to like cook some food. We're like getting down to it. I mean, we're okay for right now, but I don't. This thing's been running 24/7 for the last like day or two, and I'm kind of concerned about. I really don't want to deal with a screamer right here. What's? I'll wait. I'll wait till after Horde Night, just so I don't have to stress about that. I did get wrong box. Got a sniper rifle, and I've got 34 rounds of ammo. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take the sniper rifle, the ammo, and the 9mm ammo over to the Horde base. Which I guess is on its way to becoming the base. What's up with these shrooms? Well, now they're in. Are they? No, not all of them. I'll wait till they're all in and deal with it later. I like to keep those moving. But maybe after Horde Night, I'll like farm everything. Because when I get the basement built out, I'd like to get a couple of chemistry tables up, just for completion's sake and to have them. And I need a few more points of science for that. So I'll need to harvest some aloe. And then it's just a matter of getting the rest of this in concrete, I think. I think it'll be fine in cobblestone for now, but I'd at least like the upper parts to be, you know, and the ramps to be concrete, just so they hold. I don't really care so much about the barbed wire beds. But yeah, it's coming together nicely. I was a little concerned when I just got this thing up in cobblestone and we lost that block that night. I was thinking maybe I screwed around for too long and, you know, was now like behind. But I think we're okay. I think, knock wood, we'll find out on Horde Night tomorrow. Yeah. I tried that when that block went out, but they kept going right to that block. You know, they kept, and then I kept going back to repair it, and that probably didn't help. And you know, and on and on. It went a lot smoother the next horde because I was up top on the iron bars and moving around up there and just kiting them through the spikes, and that worked a lot better. But I guess, I mean, oh, I'll show you over here. I started a mine over here, and I put the entrance here, and I'm working on kind of tunneling up this way. And then I'm going to try to catch, you know, I'm going to just basically mine as much of this as I possibly can to get a bunch of iron together for upgrading to steel. Getting my tools upgraded, and you know, everything you need steel for, pretty much. So maybe expand it. I might expand the outside a little bit. I need to put something on top. You know, I need to. Oops. Because right now it's just a platform. If I get a cop up here like this, I mean, I guess I can, you know, back off and use the floor as a, you know, and crouch. Use the floor as a for cover, but it's not ideal. It'd be nice to have some walls up here. I just didn't want to. And usually I do in cobblestone, but I was so pressed for time, and then we were already into concrete. It was kind of like silly to, you know, to do both, and you know, so I'll do that when I get some rebar frames up, and you know, I'll put a little enclosure up here. Got a little thing I like to use to, or a little way I like to build that out a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I don't know, we'll see how it goes on Horde Night. I want to say I think I've made it through like day 42, and I could have kept going, but it was one of my earlier games, and I decided there were some things I could have done faster, so I started a new one, and then I you know, just am constantly restarting games. But this is as far as I've been on Nomad difficulty. You know, as I mentioned, the default for console appears to be adventurer difficulty, so that's what I played on, you know, earlier on, and I'm on Nomad now, so I keep waiting for, you know, the big bomb to go off. Can cops get up where? Up top? Like actually physically get up there? I don't know. Can they? I mean, I think two wide iron bars are enough to keep the spiders out. I didn't know cops were a danger of getting a. Oh, you mean what I mean like with their spit. I mean, like if I need cover, if one's like spitting at me up there, I can use the floor to, you know, as cover. Duck and use the floor if I need to. I knew I was forgetting stuff. Well, okay, I didn't know I was forgetting stuff because that's why I forgot it, but something was nagging at me just then. It's like, you're forgetting your stuff. Yeah, no, I don't think cops are any danger of actually getting up there. I just meant like, you know, if they're spitting at me, you know, you got something to use for cover. Although I think for that probably it's kind of slow. If it's not right in your face, I think generally you can kind of avoid it. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with cops except for the ones that have before I knew what to look for a hub city, where I've bumbled into a hub city and then, you know, realized, you know, as I got dogs, cops, and wasps or bees or whatever they are all over me, I realized, oh, you might not be in a city. That's about the extent of my experience with cops so far. So. Did get all the corners. Good, good. Yep. All right. I just completely missed a corner, didn't I? Or did I just leave a corner out? I left a corner out. Just for my own sanity. Yeah, yeah, we got that. Oh wow. Is she is I hope she's okay. That's exciting. You've got a grandchild coming. Is she, I have more than one friend I've heard say that. I'm at that. I'm at the age where I'm like I've never had kids, but my friends are who had kids are starting to have grandchildren. It's just wow. Kind of glad that's one. While I'd love to have kids and grandchildren, I guess that moment when you realize you're going to be a grandparent, I imagine is a bit sobering. I'm closing in on the big 5-0 in a couple of years. That's enough for me. In a few years, I will say a couple would be too few. I'll put it that way. So don't want to turn 50. I guess it beats the alternative though, huh? All right, I'm gonna actually I've got to step away for a moment. I'm gonna visit the little survivors room again. I had breakfast before this stream and I had a bit too much caffeine, so to speak. I will be back in less than a minute. Very sorry. And I'm back. Very sorry about that. So Angie, you think I'd be all right, like putting storage 4 blocks up? I'm kind of thinking about maybe making going one more up for the ceiling. Then, if that being the case, because this is going to be the production area down here. This is all going to be forges and campfires and workbenches and chemistry stations and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm going to put more above. Not, I mean, we're 2 blocks. This floor has another block below it, and then that's bedrock. So, like, that's bedrock through there, basically. So if I had boxes at that level where that frame is, I would be okay reaching it without having to pull up or anything. I've just never tried. It's funny. The whole time I played this game, I've always just made my your player is 2 blocks high, and then I just go one more for storage and just for a little headroom, and then a ceiling. But I'll go one more then. Actually, let me build this out first. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go da da da. All right. And that's gonna be open. So yeah, I guess I could do that. I'll do that here in just a minute when I finish with this. I guess I'll leave that one open too. Oops. By George, you're right. That's awesome. That is fantastic, actually. And I'm going to use that upstairs too. Probably. I don't know. Just gives a lot of leeway. I guess maybe I won't have to do another floor for storage. I mean, we'll have plenty of room in here. You figure like 2 spaces all the way around the top plus the center. I mean, if I'm storing more than that, it's, kind of getting into serious pat racking. Rat packing. Oops. Well, that's all right. I'll put one there too. Cool. So, ceiling. I think what I'm going to do here. I don't need SI in those spots because that's stairwell upstairs. Well, that it goes from the other side, but the corners all have structural integrity. The sides and the sides do. This and the other do not. But just in case there's a mishap or a misstep of some sort, I it's a little just being safe. Go. Actually, no, 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 no. We're gonna keep these in wood for now, because the cobblestone ones get beat up if you ding them. Or by that I mean you can. It's easier to destroy one than it is a wood frame, basically, and it doesn't make a big noise like a wood frame does. So it's like easier to miss while you're doing whatever it is you're doing that's causing it to get beat up. Okay. Corner, 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 and corner. Hey, no worries, Jay. Did you have fun, man? You're not you're not missing anything terribly exciting here. Oops. Yeah, that can I can imagine that would be frustrating. You say you're playing a competitive mode. I don't know anything about the game, honestly. Oh, is that the sound of a game getting restarted? I have to go look. Ah, I see daylight. Oh, shite. I see houses. The day 34 disaster. I don't know. I think I might have just collapsed my base, but I don't know how. I maintained structural integrity on everything. You know, unless something like when I was you know, pickaxing that one area, unless a big, just, you know, a big chunk of block, like you know how sometimes the like when you hit an ore vein, it'll chunk off. Um, you know, if that took enough blocks with it at once to knock out my SI off the main base, but we'll find out. A game glitch? Yeah. Well, why did I just lose all those blocks all at once like that? Was that just chunking? You think? Because I was being meticulous about maintaining structural integrity in there. I mean, I would pull a frame, replace it, etc., etc. You know, as I went. So. Base is still here. Wow, it almost looks a little blood moony out here, but that's still the sun. Yep, we're still in business. Oh, I guess it would help if I closed the thing and maybe not break my leg doing it. Angie, you might find this funny. You know what when I was loading up for the 28-day horde, you know what I put in my inventory, just, you know, for the fight, just to be safe. A couple of splints. We're all good. When I looked up and saw sky and house, I thought, oof, well that's. So that's not a glitch I've seen before. Should I restart the game to be safe? I mean, I've been casting for over 2 hours. It wouldn't be a terrible time to reset the game. Oh yeah, yeah, it went well. Did you Jay? Did you so you used that basic base design for day 7? Yeah, I think I will. I'm just gonna pause it there so the timer's not running. I'm telling you that you know what? I'm kind of a noob to this game a little bit, but I've played the early game quite a bit, and you know I kind of know my way around the first like couple of weeks. I think at this point, that temporary base design is money in my opinion, and it's not my design. I mean, that particular design but it's a modification of one I saw, some YouTuber talking about. I've seen a couple like that, where you put a bunch of blocks up and then have a center area with spikes, and I just modified it, to use catwalks. I think they work a little better and they just look cooler too, um, and a little better visibility. And I've used it like 3, 4, 5 times now, something like that, and it's awesome in my opinion because it frees you up. It goes up like in an afternoon, and it uses almost no materials, which is nice at that stage of the game because you have almost no materials. And it just frees up so much time, like not trying to rush to get a real base up for the first 2 weeks, and you can actually take your time doing other things and getting your real base up in time for later hordes. I don't know what difficulty level you're on, but on adventurer difficulty, I've used that base through the 21-day horde, and I want to say I've gotten through the 28-day horde, but don't hold me to that. And that may have been on a game when I had a really low gamer stage. A few of my earlier ones I was dying like twice a day, so you get like pathetic hordes when your game stage is that low. But yeah, glad you liked it, man. It's handy. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna take Angie's advice and reset the game, and I have to quit the stream to do that because the Twitch app won't run if you don't have a game running. So I'm gonna reset this, stretch my legs for a minute. I always say I'm gonna be back in 10 minutes, and it's more like 20. It's just really I'm just gonna just do this and take like a 3 to 5 minute break and then come right back on. So it could be 10 minutes, it could be 15, something like that. It really just depends on how long it takes the game to load, which is as I'm getting further into this, is taking longer and longer. It took me like 5, 6, 8 minutes to load a game last night, but that seems, since I cleared the caches on the Xbox, it seems to have sped it back up again. So I'm actually gonna clear my caches again just to be safe, since we got that glitch. You never know. I don't know if I highly doubt that has anything to do with anything, but I find it just never hurts to do on the Xbox. So I'm gonna go do all of that, and I will be back as soon as I can. And I appreciate you guys joining. Good to see you, Angie. I hope you're back after the break. If not, and I miss you, I hope everything works out with your mom and your daughter. And that's very exciting. You're gonna have you've got a grand papoose on the way. But and Jay, always good to see you. Thank you everyone else for joining. I will be back very, very shortly.